Hi everyone, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com, and today I want to show you how I virtually made over one of my subscribers' craft rooms into a cottage inspired oasis. Today is the third installment of styling my subs' spaces, where I virtually make over one of my subscribers' rooms with the help of Photoshop and SketchUp to help give them some ideas on how they could redo their space, plus give you some tips and tricks on home styling and sourcing out furniture and accessories. I'm trying to do this once every season, so back in the fall, I virtually made over Aaliyah's living room. This winter, I virtually made over Lindsay's bedroom, and today I'm gonna tackle Diane's craft room. Are you interested to have your own space virtually made over? Make sure to check out the link down in the description box below where you can apply to have your room featured on my channel. After you've watched this video, make sure to check out the link in the description box below. I'm also blogging about this, and I'm going to be linking to all of the products that I'm using in this virtual makeover if you want to use them for your own space. And Diane, I hope you love these ideas. Here's how Diane's sunroom looks currently. I love that rustic knotty pine plus all of those amazing windows. Diane writes, "This is a sunroom that I want to make into a crafting sewing room with a reading corner. I want it all organized and cozy and homey. I need a desk with 2 work areas, one to sit down at and make cards and do desk work, and the other to sit down and sew. I also needed a craft table that's at the right height to stand up and craft. I want to paint the trim around the windows and doors. I'm just at a loss how to make everything come together. I need help badly. I was given $330 to use to fix up this room. I want to get it done because it's a pain to craft like this and carry everything into the kitchen. Plus, for me, when everything is in such a disorder, I can't even get my mind into the mood to craft. I completely understand, Diane. I know that when my space is messy and disorganized, I have a hard time being creative, so let's try to solve this problem." I was inspired by a couple of spaces that I've already put together, like my daughter's bedroom that uses these IKEA units for a window seat / storage area. Plus, I was inspired by my parents' master bedroom ensuite. It has this beautiful classic cottage style. And the more I worked on Diane's craft room, the more I realized we could incorporate a lot of this classic cottage style into her home. She noted in her application that she really liked farmhouse, and I think cottage is a really nice spin-off of farmhouse. It's a little bit more traditional than farmhouse can be, but I think it would look great in this room. I think we can incorporate neutral colors. She mentioned she liked a lot of neutral colors like white, cream, tan, and gray. These IKEA Kallax shelves are fantastic because you can use them for so many different things. You can buy these baskets at IKEA. They fit exactly inside of the shelves, and she could store all of her craft things in there. And I love their new sisal baskets. They would look so beautiful in a cottage space. Plus, I think some sort of DIY or purchased open shelving could also work in her space, plus lots of neutral textured textiles like pillows and blankets. I also like this neutral rug in this traditional style, and of course, I think she should incorporate all of her plants in this space. They're so much light, and it would add so much life and green to her space. Also, a gorgeous cozy reading chair would be beautiful in here, plus a round side table like something like this. And I just love the texture of this newer IKEA basket. I think it could work in here. So all of these things are from Wayfair or IKEA, so they're quite affordable, or she could also DIY a lot of these things as well to save some money. So I put together Diane's room the best I could on SketchUp. I'm still relatively new at this program. I've only used it for about a year or so. So I wasn't quite sure where some of the windows and doors were in this space, so I did my best to guess. So hopefully this is close to what she has. I think that the current armoire she has in here is fantastic. I just think she could paint it white to contrast against all of the wood in her space. And then she could put some baskets on top. These are just some from IKEA to store even more things. This is where I think that Diane could put a standing desk, and this could be used for crafts, and it can be used for all sorts of things. She could either make one or find one, and I will link to some options below. She could also add a stool. Now, as much as I would love to paint the walls in this whole space white, I respect that some people don't want to do that, and I respect that the wood in here is beautiful. So I think adding a lot of white things in this room, white furniture, white accessories, is going to break up all of that wood. I like the idea of having open shelving with more baskets here. Something custom that would wrap around the window above the desk I think would be perfect, or she could purchase something. Diane could also add some updated window coverings. I love the look of relaxed Roman shades like these. You could actually DIY these, and I will leave a link down in the description box below to a tutorial I have on these. I also love Diane's idea of painting all of the trim in here white as well, and she could put down a large neutral colored carpet. She might not have the budget right now, but it could certainly be something that she could save up for in the future. Now onto this side of the craft room. Here's where I think the collapsed shelves could go. They're relatively inexpensive. She could put 2 of them together and she could use them as either a seating area, or without pillows, they would be a fantastic place to put a lot of her plants. Then put a whole bunch of baskets underneath them and she could store a ton of craft supplies in there. If she could find a little corner desk just like this to fit in this corner here, it would be the perfect place for sewing. And then moving around to this side of the room, I think this would be a really nice area for her reading nook. She could put a comfy chair, she could put some more plants, and then a smaller circular table on this side where she could have a little cup of tea, some books, and some more plants. So as you can see, I put as much storage into the space as possible. I think Diane should use this one wall where she doesn't have windows here as much as possible, with that armoire with open shelving and lots of baskets. And then I do like the idea of having a lot of multi-purpose items in here, like the collapsed shelves where she could store things underneath and over top as well. The cozy little reading nook could be something she could add now or later. And the rest of these items could be either inexpensively found, and I will link to all of some ideas below, or DIY'd. So as a reminder, here is what Diane's craft room looks like currently. And here's what I think she could do with it now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Diane, I hope you like these ideas. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this virtual makeover and what you would do differently if you were to tackle this space. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more DIY and decor ideas on a budget. And I'm gonna leave some more videos that I hope you will enjoy right up here.